What's up, MP?
The National Basketball Association and the Atlanta Hawks are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language, or gestures. And to report more incidents distress, spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member. And we're looking forward to seeing all the Hawks fans and having that trophy giveaway. During our next home game, we'll be handing out free Atlanta Hawks hoodies. Don't forget the upcoming $9 promotion. Our fans will receive your very own Hawks water bottle. Excellent deep dive. That's it on Bobblehead Night. Every fan in attendance will get a bobblehead of their favorite mascot. To the ticket booth and get your seats right there. Don't forget the upcoming.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free?
We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. And it's Jones in at the point. Now MP. After Paolo Banchero misses from long range.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice.
Jones kicks to Banchero. Carter with the screen. 6 to shoot. Banchero against Johnson. And it's Banchero missing. MP, that's for 2. And he overshot that one, missing. And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. The talented Paolo Banchero came up early in the conversation, and he told me Paolo is basically a 6'10" point forward. That presents matchup issues. We'll have to put our best wing defender on him, and even he will need some help. Banchero has incredible skills for his size. That is what makes him so good. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, 900 assists through their first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
Now, here's Suggs. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Carter with the bounce pass. Jones for 3, and no good. Atlanta with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. MP outside. Here's Johnson. Good, and the assist goes to MP.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Suggs. Wagner wide open. Kept alive. Jones, no one around him. Drills the three-pointer.
You know, with all of the defensive attention that Banchero demands, being able and willing to make that kick-out pass, a big part of his game.
And here's MP for three. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Porzingis with the steal. Young outside. The Hawks working the ball around. Now, here's MP. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Unfortunate injury aside, Jalen Suggs-Clark has really come into his own now.
Yeah, I agree, Kevin. I mean, hitting his stride in a major way. I mean, he seems to have really figured the game out, how to utilize his gifts and tools. He was always a great defender. Offensively, I think, is where his game has taken the biggest jump.
And here's Young, following the three from Franz Wagner. And the basket by MP.
6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Banchero passes to Suggs. Back to Banchero. Carter sets the pick for Banchero. Off target with his 3.
Putting up a goose egg bagel this period. At this point, you have to run the offense through somebody else. I mean, that's your only choice.
Yep, that one goes in there.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Wizards. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Wagner. And the rejection by MP. Fires the 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll return shortly. MP's checked in for Zachary Rizachet. Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. Young is subbed in for Luke Kennard. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. So on the floor for Orlando. Franz Wagner is out there with Black. Then there's Mo Wagner. Then it's Batadze. And it's De Silva in at the 3.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Back to Batadze. Pass to Wagner. 5 on the clock. Over Daniels. The Magic again can't hit.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey guys, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Kevin?
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. Black, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook and get a good shot.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. Hawks making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside, Jones. Banchero, a screen on Young. Jones, no luck. Here's Atlanta. They're on a 15-4 run. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Young looking around. A three from MP. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got his 5th assist in this one. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too, as a matter of fact. I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all this work from behind the arc.
Wagner passes to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
With the 9-foot standing reach, Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Wagner against MP. Crafty move. And he hits the jump shot. MP's got 39.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Banchero outside. From past the arc. And there's Wagner on the assist from Suggs.
One thing I like about Wagner, and it's one of his great attributes, he can play with or without the ball.
Young against Jones. Kicks it out to MP. Good, another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Daniels against Suggs. Carter with a screen on Daniels. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Hawks on top, just dominating this one. We'll be back shortly live from State Farm Arena.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
You take a look at Orlando. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. Changing focus now to the tough first half for the Orlando Magic.
Jacking up that many wild threes, you know coach is going to be giving you an earful.
Yeah, but who's calling the plays? Who can put the game plan together? Coach should be yelling in the mirror.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
And one thing we love about the NBA, Clark, the different styles that teams play with. So how important is pace?
I think it's critically important, Kevin, because the game is meant to be played at a fast pace. 24-second shot clock, 8 seconds to get the ball across the half-court line. And some teams really step on the gas pedal and try to play extremely fast. Others want to massage the pace. So I like the fact that there are different approaches to pace for the teams in the NBA.
The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's MP in at the small forward. So that's the Hawks 5. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
Wagner outside. Down low. Here's Carter. Porzingis with the block.
And there was a time when Porzingis was good for several rejections at the rim like that per game. Most would-be scorers have learned that about him.
They get it back.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it, gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Carter outside. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Rebound by the Hawks. Johnson's got 4 rebounds in this game. MP, that's for 2. Orlando grabs the miss.
And, you know, that's their first miss after knocking down 4 in a row to start the half.
There's Wagner with the 3. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him.
Connects again from distance.
Another 3. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for 3-point shots made.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
You know, guys, it seems to me as though he's over-anxious. He seems to be pressing, trying too hard, moving too fast. Just needs to calm himself down and wait for good shots.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Well, Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Guys, back to you.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. And MP gets it to go on the assist by Young. MP's got 59 points. Orlando's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. And GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of their starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing.
And good, he hits it again.
And another stunning accomplishment in his career. He's now tied for 4th most 60-point games in league history.
He is one of the most exciting offensive players the NBA has ever seen. In fact, I don't think you can make an argument against that. And that one's good, Wagner.
When Wagner starts cooking and eating like that, boy, I tell you, he becomes really tough to contain.
Young passes to MP. Wing shot on the way. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. For Orlando, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Elbow shot. And off the front iron, and in it goes. 63 points for MP.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
Left side, Suggs. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Team first.
It's his first trip to the line.
And worth mentioning, guys, the free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Both good from the line that time. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We've got more in store for you right after this. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, Nick,
check in for the Hawks. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Give yourself a round of applause.
There are some who will say, GA, there are too many and again for three.
It has been raining threes for him tonight, alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. On the court for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. Suggs out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Carter in at the 5 spot. The 3 from MP. And it's Orlando with the rebound. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And it's Carter missing. The Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. From the high post. And it's good off the back rim and in. 68 points for MP.
the offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
Banchero passes to Carter. That ball's nice feed that time from Banchero.
Carter Jr. does not hold back inside, and that helps him power through that contact.
The three from MP. And yet another basket. 71 points and no end in sight.
This young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Wagner with it. He's picked up by Rizachet. And it's Suggs missing.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Hits it again. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
Still 2 more games upcoming between these teams, so we could have a few more twists and turns down the road.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Oh, I loved his approach. Businesslike, methodical, highly productive. When they needed points, he was the one that got them.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Inside. And it's Carter missing. MP looking around. Pass to Gay. The three from MP. Yet another bucket.
And he's been out of this world tonight. Unreal offensively.
The points just keep adding up. Close to the fourth most points ever in an NBA game. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense.
MP is tough.
All right, sometimes we're out of bounds. We got to stretch for content, but other times, it just finds us, man.
Yeah. What found us this time?
Check it out.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, just for that, I'm going to outscore Buddy and see if he thinks that's pathetic.
Hello and thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup is underway. This is Game 2, and things will only get more intense from this point forward. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. So the Raptors starting 5. Barnes is the 4 with Pirtle in the middle. Quickly at point with Barrett by his side. They're the guards. And it's Ingram in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Hawks, Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's MP in at the 3. And this is game 2 of the NBA Cup tournament for both of these teams here in the group play round.
Yeah, in this NBA Cup format, every single game counts. So a win here for either of these squads is essential to keep them in the hunt moving forward.
And while MP is all about team success, he's trying to win his matchup every single night with an eye towards showing that perhaps he's been underrated.
And truthfully, MP has looked like he's just on another level in recent matchups, outperforming his opponent and excelling in his position. In terms of rising to the challenge he set for himself, this may have been the focus MP needed to take his game to the next level.
Well, Trae Young is one of the most gifted playmakers we have in the game.
Kicks it out to Barrett. The 3. Barnes. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Well, there's Ingram using his length and just hammering it down.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks, guys. No doubt that a healthy Kristaps Porzingis is still a unicorn for what he can bring to a team. When Atlanta pulled the trigger to bring him in, they envisioned him stretching the floor, and Porzingis has opened up about recovering from the illness that sidelined him during the 2025 NBA playoffs. Guys, the Hawks are hoping he can be the player that helps get them back into the postseason. Their entire 2025-26 regular season hinges on KP.
He's a big factor. All right, Shams, thanks for the update. Here's quickly, following the score by Atlanta. Toronto passing it around, and here's Ingram from the arc. Knocks down the triple. Ingram's got 7 points. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. And here's MP from outside. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. Young's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Now here's Pirtle. Pass to Ingram. The 3 is up. Second chance shot. And the bucket by Pirtle.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
MP outside. Young, the pass to MP. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's carried them this quarter. A dominant offensive stretch.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Trailing by 5. Defeated by Milwaukee in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
They failed to create enough good looks. The ball movement just wasn't quite where it needed to be.
Yeah, they had a hard time getting the looks they wanted on offense, and it's hard to get a win when that's the case. Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
MP, that one's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Raptors trail by 6. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Quickly outside. Ingram with the ball. MP's there. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow. A nice shot by MP.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Stan, there's always a lot of attention on Trae Young. What do you think his defining quality is?
Well, look, Brian, he's one of the premier facilitators in the NBA. Not many players have the timing he does. Whether it's a lob or off the bounce, his passes find the mark.
And here's MP from outside. That's in. Coming off an assist from Young. Young's got assist number 8 now on the night. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Pirtle. Now here's Barrett, covered by Daniels. Ingram, pass to Barrett. Barnes with a screen on Daniels. 6 to shoot. Takes the 3. Fires from the corner. And it's quickly with a miss.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
MP shot is good.
Come on, guys. Check out the tenacity. There's no back down in this fella whatsoever.
And here's Ingram. He's got 12. On the wing quickly. For 3. That one no good. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks earning this break in the action, up 10. They've been lights out from deep, and it's a big reason why they have a lead in this one. We'll be right back. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hawks?
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break has been a big part of their success.
Alexander Walker and Rizache fill out the perimeter. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Luke Kennard, and it's Gay in at the... MP is checked in for Rizache. Dyson Daniels comes in for Alexander Walker. And it's Trey Young in for Kennard. Toronto also changing it up. Scotty Barnes is checked in for Mobo. Ingram comes in for Abaji. And Emmanuel quickly subbed in for Shed. You know, Grant, with Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, and OG Anunoby all winning on new teams, you wonder, did the Raptors have to blow it up?
You know, B.A., it's a fair question, but Toronto's front office saw a ceiling. So the question is, can they do better with this rebuild? And it remains to be seen.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you, Ryan.
Yeah, got to roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie. Atlanta leading by 17. And he's going for the lob. Daniels outside. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. And watching Dyson Daniels over the past year or two, he's really coming to his own, Stan.
Yeah, Brian, sometimes it's just about being in the right situation, in a role that plays to your strength. That's really unlocked some things for him.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. And it's Jalen Johnson in for Gay. Toronto also changing it up. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Mamukelashvili. And it's R.J. Barrett in for Walter. And here's Ingram outside. Rebounded by Johnson.
The other team just looks more in sync and is riding the momentum.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Quickly outside. Back to Ingram. To halt the run. Rebound Atlanta. They're a team with momentum in the midst of an 8-game winning streak.
Well, I think they've found something. I like how they're executing. They're playing with a lot of energy. We'll see if they can keep it going. His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Barrett passes to Ingram. Top of the key, and that one drops. 14 points for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them, continuing to build out this lead.
And Ingram has got the ball here for Toronto. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
A shot from the high post. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
So far this quarter, he's been out of sync and might be pressing right now.
Here's MP. Bounces high off the rim and drops. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
And it's Barrett off the drive. Poeltl, count it. Poeltl's got 6.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Young, the pass to MP. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Here's Ingram. And a slam dunk by Ingram.
Well, you can tell that Ingram has it going. What a difference maker he's been on offense.
Young from long range. And so it's Atlanta up 25 big ones as we head into the next period. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
These young fellas have been hot. Usually, I'd say it's too soon to tell much, but right now, they're balling.
The talent on display is...
And now, how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Atlanta Hawks. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with a...
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. The perimeter filled up by Barrett and Ingram. Barnes is the 4 with Poeltl in the middle. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. Here's Ingram, and that's off the glass and in. And that's now 18 points for Brandon Ingram.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
Young, the pass to Johnson. Here's Porzingis, covered by Poeltl. Here's MP. A good-looking shot from the wing. MP's got 40 points.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy, and every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Back to Quickly. Barnes passes to Quickly. Toronto passing it around. And here's Ingram outside. Porzingis grabs the board.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
A nice shot by MP.
Yeah, you're not going to find too many floor generals better than Young.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And Porzingis, known to everyone as the Unicorn. I'm sure some of our viewers wonder where he got that nickname from.
Well, B.A., I heard that actually Kevin Durant gave it to him. due to his rare combination of size and skill. One unicorn recognizing another, I guess.
Barnes, it's good.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. MP outside. This one for 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Quickly outside. There's a screen from deep. He's off on that one.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving.
And the basket by MP.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
Outside Ingram. Picked by Pirtle. Good chance here for Ingram. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 4 rebounds now. MP against Ingram. Lets it fly. MP shot is good. MP's got 10 points here in the second half.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
For 3, Barrett. Porzingis grabs the board.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
From deep, MP. And it's good. He hits another one. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Well, fighting through it there. Ingram can get aggressive when he needs it inside.
MP outside. That one's good, and it's Young with the assist. MP's got 53 points.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
Well, the coaching staff made some adjustments for the second half, and they've come out with focus and execution.
The 3 is up. Another bucket. Wow.
And he's been dominant so far in this one.
Shouldering the offense. Really taking it to the opposition. Barnes finds Ingram. Over MP. And that one's good. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, that can be a tough shot, but easy there for Brandon Ingram.
A deep 3 from MP, and Atlanta hits again from deep.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Pass to Ingram. Pirtle with a screen on MP.
Number 16.
A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Okongwu's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Gay comes in for Johnson. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Daniels. And it's Kennard in for Young. The Raptors also with a sub. Walters checked in.
Big effort, big reward for Barrett. Just what a jam.
The Hawks have gotten 8 of 11 shots to go in. Efficient so far in the third. MP, the pass to Kennard. There's the triple. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively. Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks building an insurmountable. Quinn Snyder with some words for his players.
That last 2 or 3 minutes.
And there have been 2 making a change here. MP's checked in. So Toronto going with almost an entirely new group here. Pirtle's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Barnes comes in for Mobo. R.J. Barrett, he's checked in for Walter. And Emmanuel Quickly subbed in for Shed. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's MP. Then there's Okongwu. And it's Gay in at the 4-man position. So that's the Hawks 5.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
MP shot is off. Toronto has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Oh, a nice slam by the swingman Barnes. His athleticism is his greatest strength.
MP outside. Back to Alexander Walker. Kennard outside. From outside the arc. Rebound Toronto. Barnes has got 4 rebounds in the game. Quickly drives in. And out of bounds. Atlanta will have it. Risache, he's checked in for Gabe. Atlanta with the ball. MP outside. The 3 ball. And another one.
And his tear continues. We've never seen this before.
He now has the record for the most 60-plus point games in a row. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for Toronto. And they tell players, your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
The Hawks have gone 6 for 9 here in the 4th quarter. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's MP. Cans it with nobody near him. MP's got 5 points now this quarter.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Hawks.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution.
Connects again from distance.
And this three-point shooting performance has been insane. Everything is going in for him.
It's been a historic night for him. Closing in on the 4th most threes in a single game. And here's Ingram from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Ingram's got 31 points.
They're on a little run right now, but I'm wondering, where was this energy earlier?
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm.
That's an inspired ball club. They fought hard, and during the most important moments, they made big plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
MP with the block. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barnes with the rebound. Pass to Barrett. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. And with tonight's win, they're now 2-0 in the NBA Cup.
Yeah, just a fantastic start to the group stage. They're in the driver's seat in this group. A strong finish, and they'll advance.
All right, let's send it over to the sidelines to Jennifer Quintana.
The headline coming into this game was what your matchup had to say about you. The headline after is going to be what you did about it. Your thoughts?
That dude wrote a check he couldn't cash. Maybe next time he'll be more careful about running.
Ryan, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks very much.
Number 16.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our very own Allie LaForce has some different faces starting for this team as they have several players out of action with injuries right now.
Their injury issues are apparent. Thinner on the bench and the starting lineup, a lot to overcome.
Now let's check out our starters for the Los Angeles Lakers. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. Jackson Hayes is out there with Maxi Kleber. And it's James in at the small forward. And for the Hawks, the backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's MP in at the 3. Yeah, just a few games in the book thus far. So, Greg, what are you looking for at this stage of the season?
Well, I like to see which teams get off to a hot start and who's struggling out of the gate. What can those teams do to improve?
And here's Doncic from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Win after win, these guys now have 9 straight.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Atlanta with it. The 3 from MP. Drills it from outside. MP's got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Reeves outside. Pass to Hayes. Now Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic. No one saw it coming off a finals appearance. Luka Doncic, Richard, traded to the Lakers.
I mean, we're talking about a 5-time first-team All-NBA player who was traded at just 25 years old. I've never seen it happen before. Expect Luka to have a big chip on his shoulder for the next few seasons.
And here's James outside. Porzingis with the rebound.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
And that one's good. MP.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Los Angeles has gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Can pull from outside. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. And Hayes kicks to Kleber. Into the lane. Tries the spin move. James misses.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
And there's the bucket from MP.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum-rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
To stop the drought. Rebound by Johnson. The Hawks leading by 13. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I caught up with Quinn Snyder. Coach was enthralled by the court awareness of LeBron James. He said, quote, very few guys know where all the players are on the court at all times. Very few players have the skill and the ability to take advantage of any slip-up. LeBron falls in both of those categories. There's a reason people talk about him as the GOAT. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, the lid's now off, guys. Maybe they can rattle off a few more in a quick order.
And Young kicks to Johnson. There's the steal. James against MP. And that one drops for him.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, we saw a transformation with Luka over the summer as he committed himself to getting in the best shape of his life. And a much leaner Luka started showing up in late July, shortly after he recruited Marcus Smart to the Lakers. No doubt about it, guys. Luka has something to prove this season in a big way.
You got it, making the commitment. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Here's MP in Atlanta again with the bucket.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. LeBron with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys build contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending. He's been meticulous on offense, and it's paid off with a flawless shooting percentage for him so far in this game.
Now LeBron. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22, and he makes that one.
Vintage LeBron there, owning the lane. I mean, who's gonna stop that?
On the wing, MP. Another three for Atlanta.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
And so it's Atlanta taking a 19-point lead into the break. The three. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hawks.
They've really been dialed in from This is a team that has a
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Outside, Smart. Here's Reeves. 17 points in his last outing. Three-pointer. Clock at 6. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
MP outside. And just miss after miss right now.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Smart misses. And so MP will bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Doncic is checked in. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to San Antonio.
Yeah, and the second chance points, guys, mean a lot over the course of a game, and they just had so few opportunities. I think that was their Achilles heel.
And when you're giving up offensive boards, it's a simple fix. You need to raise your effort level.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
Reeves can't hit.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Lakers trailed by 17. Doncic outside. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Los Angeles with another miss. Atlanta's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. On the wing, MP. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. A three-pointer is right on target.
Oh, great ball movement there.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Zinkas checked in for Okongwu. Georgia's own Liliati coming out to support the Hawks tonight.
He shows a good game to come see them play. Atlanta has had plenty to cheer for in this one.
59 seconds left in the first half of the game. Looking to end the run, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got 4 this quarter.
And inside, Luka knows the bucket is there, so he is willing to fight for it.
Got that bucket in no time at all. 33 points for MP.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give him from behind the arc.
There's 38 seconds left here in the second. James, the pass to Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Great find by Bron using his basketball IQ. If you don't understand how smart he is, just ask him.
MP outside. Porzingis sets the pick for MP, and he's good on the 3-ball. MP's got 36.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Young against Doncic. Hayes with the screen for Doncic. From outside, off the mark. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. It's Atlanta. They finish off the second quarter with a massive 16-4 run. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings. Some powerful stuff going on there. Guys, where would you rank us against the other halftime shows?
Wait,
Let us take some time now to talk about the first half, a commanding performance for the Atlanta Hawks.
Their ability to string together threes and demoralize a team, man. We saw that in the first half.
Seems like the score couldn't be more lopsided, but we still have another half to go. Prove me wrong. That is more than enough of us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this game, guys, he has been everywhere.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's MP in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
The Lakers shooting for the game at 42%. Outside, James. Back to Doncic. LeBron outside. And here's Hayes. 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. From deep 3-point territory. And again, Atlanta with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes. The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. James, no good.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
But LeBron's playing days are over, and GA, who knows when that'll be. What will you remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Doncic kicks to Kleber. Shot clock at 5. Trying to end the drought.
And they've got to get back to what they were doing in that first half. If they want to somehow win this game, the offense has gone stagnant.
He gets that one. MP's got 49 points in the game.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Doncic feeling it out. Looking to end his cold spell, and it's good on the layup. Doncic has got 6 points.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
Young pass to MP. Connects again.
He's at 50 again. He's done this a few times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point games in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next up at 3.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot. The Lakers are trying to maximize what LeBron James has left in the tank. Coach J.J. Redick said, when you get to coach one of the greatest players ever, you take a lot of joy and pride and excitement in that. And it's my job to help him in these last few innings of his career. Back to you, Kevin.
A rare opportunity indeed. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report.
Keep riding that hot hand. He's been pretty much unstoppable.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for L.A. They'll be off to Charlotte for a game against the Hornets. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road. Pass to LeBron. Now here's Hayes. He's tightly guarded. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on Porzingis.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's the Hawks with the ball. They're on a 19-3 run. MP finds Kennard. And here's MP for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now LaRavia. No scoring in this one. Connect with a wide open look. And again, the Lakers no good.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint. Really
good. He hits again.
And he has all the tools and the desire.
Now tied for second most 60-point games. What a career he's had. My goodness. Over in the corner, LaRavia bangs home the trifecta. LaRavia's got himself on the board with 3 there. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Hawks on top, running away. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the...
Checked in for the Hawks. Atlanta's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. So for the Lakers right now, Reeves in its shooting guard. James is the small forward. Maxi Kleber is out there with Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the point.
The defense a step slow. You can see the results.
Now here's LeBron. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found his shot in the first half.
The Hawks have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Kennard kicks to MP. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Gay's shot is good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Doncic. Fader on the way. Again, the Lakers.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
Kennard, the pass to MP. Connects again from distance.
Another three. I'm not sure I've seen a better three-point shooting night.
They just keep pouring in. This is a top 5 all-time single game for three-point shots made. On deep, James. And it's Riziche with the rebound.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And you can tell Riziche has a great basketball IQ. He spots the opening and delivers the pass on time.
Reeves in the corner. On the wing. Rebound, Atlanta.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the...
Good! Another from 3.
It has been raining threes for him tonight. Alone at 4th in the all-time single-game triples list.
Guys, he cannot miss. They have to keep feeding him, right? How many more can he hit? Let's keep counting. And again, the Lakers, no good.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
A 3 from MP. Connects again from distance.
And the threes just keep on coming. Another shot and another make.
He's starting to creep up that list now for most three-pointers in a game. We'll see if he can keep going. Back to Doncic. Pass to Kleber to stop the run. The shot comes out. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Outside, James. Back to Doncic for 3. Okongwu grabs the board. MP up top. James defending. MP, that's for 2. And got it! Another basket. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. See you next time.